In 2023, a piece of software sat down to take the bar exam. The same exam that decides who is allowed to become a lawyer in America. The one that ends careers before they start. It had no law degree. It had never set foot in a classroom. And when the scores came back, it had beaten roughly 9 out of 10 of the humans who took it. It did the same thing to the SAT and even demonstrated strong performance on the DAT, the dental admission test. The LSAT, or to the MCAT, which is medical entrance exam, one after another, the tests that decide who becomes a doctor, a lawyer, a graduate, the locked doors that an entire country organizes its dreams around, were being walked straight through by a machine that you can open in a browser tab for free. And here's the question that should genuinely unsettle you. If a chatbot can pass the test that's supposed to separate the qualified from the unqualified, then what exactly was that test ever measuring?
With the release of ChatGPT 4.0,
they have different tiers. So depending on which tier you're on, they keep your data.
In seconds, it can write speeches, take tests. We learned it can now even pass the bar exam to become a lawyer, placing in the top 10%.
It's also a journey through the past, present, and future of artificial intelligence.
This is the story of how artificial intelligence quietly broke the most powerful exams in the world. Not the cheating scandal you're imagining. Something much bigger. A multi-billion-dollar industry and a century-old system for sorting human beings, both staring at the same terrifying possibility at the same time. That the gates they built and the gates you spent your whole life trying to pass through might not mean anything anymore. By the end of this, you're going to look at the most important tests of your life completely differently. Because to understand why the gates are cracking, you first have to understand why they were so powerful in the first place. For 100 years, a handful of exams have functioned less like tests and more like locked doors. SAT and the MCAT for medicine, the LSAT for law, and the bar exam, the final gate. The one that can stop a fully trained law graduate at the last step and refuse to let them practice. Pass them and a profession opens. Fail, and it simply doesn't. And around every one of those doors grew something enormous. A prep industry worth billions of dollars, tutors charging $200–300 an hour, courses costing the better part of $1,000. The whole machine was built on one simple promise. These tests are hard, they measure something real, and we can sell you an edge. For a century, that promise held. And then, almost overnight, a free piece of software made a mockery of all of it. Let's start with the gate that guards the law, the bar exam. When OpenAI released its new model in 2023, it made a stunning announcement. Their AI had taken the bar exam and scored in the top 10% of test takers. Think about what that claim means. The exam that law graduates dread, that some fail repeatedly, that costs months of study and thousands in prep courses, and a machine waltzed in and outscored 90% of the humans. That number went around the world, and it terrified people. If an AI can pass the bar, what's the point of the gate? But here's where this story gets more interesting than the headlines, and where I have to be honest with you in a way most won't be. Because that 90% claim was, to put it plainly, inflated, when independent researchers went back and checked the math, they found the AI's bar score had been measured against a skewed group, people retaking the test after already failing it once. Compared against the normal pool of test takers, the AI wasn't in the top 10% at all. On the written essay portion, the part that requires actual legal reasoning and argument, it landed somewhere around the middle of the pack. Average, distinctly, unremarkably human. Sit with that contrast for a second, because it's the whole story in miniature. The machine was good enough to pass, but the story of how superhuman it was got wildly oversold. And that gap between what the AI can actually do and what we're terrified it can do is exactly where the panic lives. Both things are true at once. The gate was breached. And the breach was smaller than the headline screamed. Hold on to that tension, because it runs through every door from here. Because passing isn't really the threat. Move to the next gate and you'll see the deeper problem. The test nearly every American teenager stands in front of. The same AI that took the bar scored in the 90th percentile range SAT reading and math sections. And unlike the bar, This is the test of a child, a 16-year-old, which raises a question no prep company wants to answer out loud. For decades, the dirty secret of SAT was that it quietly tracked family income. Wealthy families bought the tutors, the courses, the practice tests, the edge. The official data showed students from the richest families scoring hundreds of points higher than the poorest. The gate claimed to measure merit. Critics said it measured money. So here's the genuinely hard question artificial intelligence drops right into the middle of that fight. A free AI tutor, available to any kid with a phone at 3 in the morning, that never charges $200 an hour. Does that finally break the tutoring monopoly and hand the poor kid the same edge the rich kid always had? Is it the great equalizer the gate always pretended to be? Or does it do the opposite? Because the wealthy family doesn't just get the free tool. They get the free tool, plus the premium AI, plus the human tutor to teach the kid how to use the AI, plus the quiet house in the summer with no job. Every previous technology that promised a level education ended up tilting it further toward whoever could already afford the most. The question hanging over this entire moment is which one AI turns out to be. The thing that opens the gate for everyone, or the thing that builds a taller one. And the people who own these gates have already noticed the threat. Which brings us to the part of the story happening right now, in real time. The counterattack. Because the gatekeepers are not sitting still while a chatbot dismantles them. They are rebuilding the gates to keep the machine out. And the speed of it tells you exactly how scared they are. Starting with SAT itself, for its entire history, it was paper and a number 2 pencil. Then, suddenly, it wasn't. As of the class of 2025, went almost entirely digital. 97% of over 2 million students taking it on a screen. And it didn't just go digital, it went adaptive, meaning the test now changes its own questions based on how you're answering in real time. The official reason is a smoother, shorter experience. But notice the side effect, an adaptive test, where everyone effectively gets a different path through different questions, is dramatically harder to cheat on, and the software keeps a complete encrypted record of everything you do. The century-old paper test reinvented itself, fast, into something built for an age of machines. And that's the gentle version of the counterattack. The harder version is an arms race that sounds like science fiction, but is happening this year. Across testing, a new generation of AI proctoring software now watches test takers through their own cameras. It tracks eye movement. It flags when you glance off screen. It locks down your browser so you can't open another tab. And most striking of all, it now uses artificial intelligence to catch artificial intelligence, analyzing the rhythm of your typing and the speed of your answers to detect when a human is secretly being fed responses by a chatbot. Read that again. We have built machines to guard the gates against other machines. The test that was designed to measure a human mind is now a battleground between two artificial ones, with a student sitting nervously in the middle, watched by an algorithm that can flag them for the crime of answering a hard question too quickly. So step back and look at what's actually happening here, because it's bigger than cheating and bigger than any one exam. For 100 years, society ran on a simple bargain. We couldn't see inside a person's head, so we built standardized gates to sort them. Pass the test, prove the merit, earn the access. An entire economy, billions of dollars, and millions of dreams were built on the belief that those gates measured something real. Artificial intelligence just walked up to every one of those gates and proved it could pass them without understanding a thing. Not by being a genius, by being a very confident pattern matcher that's good enough to fool the test. And the moment that happened, a terrifying possibility opened up under the whole system. What if the gates were never measuring deep human ability at all? What if they were only ever measuring the ability to perform on the test, the exact thing a machine does best, and the exact thing money could always buy? The gatekeepers are betting they can rebuild the walls faster than the machines can climb them. Harder tests, adaptive questions, AI watching for AI. But every wall they build to keep the machine out also makes the gate stranger, more surveilled, and more expensive for the actual humans still trying to climb through it. The kid who just wants to become a doctor now has to prove to an algorithm that the mind taking the test is really theirs. So I'll leave you with the question I promised at the start. The next time someone passes one of these tests, or doesn't, and you feel that quiet judgment form, that this result means something about who they are. Ask yourself the thing the machines have forced into the open. Were these gates ever really measuring what they claimed to measure? Or were they just very expensive doors and we're only finding out now because a machine with no mind at all just walks straight through them?